The President of America has announced that the Department of Homeland Security will take action to ensure that U.S. citizens with non-citizen spouse and children can keep their families together. In a White House statement, the President of United States of America announced these new actions for people who have been here for many years to keep American families together and allowed more young people to contribute to the economy. These actions will promote family unity and strengthen our economy, providing a significant benefit to the country and helping U.S. citizens and their non-citizen family members stay together. This is very good. It is a welcomed one. Yes, because sometimes this family reunion visa, it takes a whole lot. It goes on year to year, thereby families being separated. So this is a nice one. This new process will help certain non-citizen spouse and children apply for lawful permanent residence, which is not possible before. Status that they are already eligible for without leaving the country, reads the White House statement. So it means that in the past, they have to leave the country, re-enter for them to be able to apply for it. So, but based on the change in this new policy now, they don't need to leave the country. They can remain in America while they apply for this permanent stay if they are eligible for it. This new process will help certain non-citizen spouse and children apply for lawful permanent resident status that they are already eligible for. So it means that people that find themselves under this category, if you're eligible for it, you no longer have to leave the United States. You can apply for it while you still remain in the United States without leaving the country, reads the White House statement. In order to be eligible, non-citizens must, as of June 17, 2024, have resided in the United States for 10 or more years and be legally married to a U.S. citizen while satisfying all applicable legal requirements. So if you are to apply for the citizenship, you have, for you to be eligible as a non-citizen, non-citizens must, as of June 17, 2024, have resided. You must have lived in America for 10 years or even more and be legally married to a U.S. citizen while satisfying other applicable legal requirements. On average, those who are eligible for this process have resided in the U.S. for 23 years. Those who are approved for after DHS case-by-case assessment of their application will be afforded a 3-year period to apply for permanent residence. They will be allowed to remain with their families in the United States and be eligible for work authorization for up to 3 years. This is good. This will apply to all married couples who are eligible. So this new policy is about married couples who they have been legally married and the other partner who is yet not a citizen of America must have lived in America for 10 years or even more. This action will protect approximately 500,000 spouses of U.S. citizens and approximately 50,000 non-citizen children under the age of 21 whose parent is married to a U.S. citizen. So this new program is going to protect approximately 500,000 spouses of U.S. citizens. That is 500,000 people who are married to U.S. citizens and don't have U.S. citizens yet. And they even said it will equally protect 50,000 non-citizen children, 50,000 children who are non-citizen, but one of their parents are married to a U.S. citizen. So this is a wonderful news for these 500,000 spouses of American citizens and 50,000 non-citizen children under the age of 21. Easing the visa process for U.S. college graduates include Dreamers. President Obama and the Vice President Biden established the DACA policy to allow young people who were brought here as children to come out of the shadows and contribute to the country in significant ways. 12 years later, DACA recipients who started as high school and college students are now building successful careers and establishing families of their own. So the DREAM Act is proposed legislation that will permanently protect certain migrants who came to the United States as children but are vulnerable to deportation. The young undocumented migrants are called as dreamers. Recent announcements will allow individuals, including DAC recipients and other dreamers who have earned a degree at an accredited U.S. institution of higher education in the United States and who have received an offer of employment from a U.S. employee in a field related to their degree. Employer in a field related to their degree to more quickly receive work visas. So, this new change is a wonderful one because it's going to unite family the more, is going to relieve a whole lot of stress that some of these families has been going through, the emotional trauma, the psychological effect is having on them, the emotional problem thinking that your spouse or your children can be picked up at any time they can be deported. At least these people can take a deep breath now and be able to function properly because they now have a solution to this problem.